deməli, bizim Biznes Akademiyanın artıq dördüncü seminarıdır. Bugün Tural Bağırov Universal şirkətin Biznesin İnkişafı üzrə mütəxəssisidir. Və bugün o bizə danışacaq qeyri-maliyyə stimulları, maddi motivasiya barədə. Mənim özümə kimi çox maraqlıdır. Bizdə sözün doğrusu biznes deyil, bizdə qeyri-hökumət, qeyri-gəlir sektorudur. Amma bizim işimizin əksəriyyəti, biz gördüyümüz işin əksəriyyəti könüllülük prinsipində qurulur və işləri görürük. Amma mən həmişə maraqlı idi ki, biznes buna necə baxır. Həmişə biznesdən gələn insanlar deyir ki, bilirsiniz, hər işə görə hər bir işin məvacibi ödənilməlidir. Və onun üçün mən çox belə maraqla, mən də keçəcəm o tərəfə, orada çox maraqla qulaq asacağam və sualları verəcəm ki, biznes buna necə baxır, bunun müsbət və mənfi tərəfləri nədir. Çox sağ ol ki, bugün gəldiniz buraya, siz də sağ olun. Çox sağ olun, çox sağ olun.
Allah. As I was introduced before, my name is Tural Bağırov. I'm currently working for Universal as a business development specialist. So, a small slide about our team. The persons whom I am working with and persons who have contributed my slides and actually all the information that I have here, but not all, sorry. But most of them were not even aware of this fact. Aynur Hanım is here, by the way, our acting HR director, and Raminullah is our GM, Bahadur Farizadeh is deputy manager, and Sanam is the corporate sales team leader. Well, some information about myself. When I was born in a year when Celine Dion won the Eurovision contest for Switzerland. Then the Netherlands football team won their last international cup against Soviet Union in the Euro Championship. Average price for car was still 1,465 boxes. And after more than 8 years of war, Soviet army finally calls back their army from Afghanistan, and Lionel Richie was beaten, let's say, by his wife, and his wife was arrested after she found him with a model, with a girl. Well, yeah, it's 1988. Small profile, small CV about myself. I graduated from private Turkish high school in 2006, and then started my bachelor's degree in Istanbul University. In the meanwhile, started the associated degree in Anadolu University. Then I decided to start work for Central Electric as a project procurement manager, but before I had experience in Baku Electric Power Station and Tower Electronics. Okay. And then my dad insisted to send me to get my master's degree in Belgium, so I got it in Antverp Management, so global management, and now I'm currently attending online courses in MIT for innovation and commercialization. Well, at a glance, what we're going to discuss today is, first we're going to start with, first of all, there are a lot of theories based on the motivation. I went for two of them. It's Harvard Business Review, Nitin Nohria's research on motivation, and Maslow's theory of needs. And I guess most of you, there are probably some people studying politics, economy, or management here, so they are already aware of this pyramid, let's say. And then we'll focus on real-life examples, such as Burzov and Google, and then, of course, Universal. Yeah, so first of all, the motivation, a powerful new model, is Nohria, the Indian guy, as I told before, in 2008 made his research. It's a synthesized research generally made based on the sciences like neuroscience, biology, and psychology. Which takes as an indicators engagement, satisfaction, commitment, and intention to quit. So he found out that there are four main drivers which drive actually our needs and contribute all the motivation. And in case if these drivers are fulfilled, then you feel more or less motivated to do your job successfully. So in that case, drive to acquire refers to obtaining scarce goods. They are not necessarily materials. So it can be actually the experiences and intangibles such as social status and etc. So in case if you want to achieve the maximum level, you have to provide your employee with an award system, which is a successful award system, which is actually based on the financial resources for good performance and etc. And this is actually have to show employee what differentiates your job and all the stuff, all the work that you are doing there. Drive to bond can be understood as a drive to form connections, not only individual but also the connections with all the groups. So in case if you manage to get to that point that you perform as a group member, as a team member, then you are more than just motivated enough, and you are kind of like happy with yourself, also with all the stuff that you are doing. The next is the drive to comprehend, which refers to desire to make a meaningful contribution. So in that case, it's almost up to, everything is up to your management, which gives you necessary circumstances for you to show all your skills, all your knowledge, all your experience in the workplace. And finally, the drive to defend can be also understood as a aspect, like, you know, on a way, a drive that protect yourself against the external threats and all the justice around you. So it's all about the feeling of security and confidence. So here also you can see all the stuffs, all the aspects that have to be realized, have to be implemented on a way to reach the motivation. So it's drive to bond, it's all about the company culture. Drive to comprehend is the job design that management must help, must push you on a way to show all your skills. And in some cases it can be also used as an example, maybe a rotation system, which is implemented in Europe, for example, in most of the companies. You start with for example, with the warehouse, and then you reach up to sales department and performance management, of course. So Maslow's theory of needs, as I told you before, and probably most of you know what is it about. It's 5 levels of Maslow's theory of needs, hierarchy of needs. So first is psychological, which is based generally on hunger and thirst and etc. The safety is security of existence and comfort. Love and belonging is based on the communication, social skills, friendship, which is, by the way, intersects with the drive to bond. In that case, as I told you before, it's all about the communication and being a part of a group. Esteem is also more or less part of drive to comprehend, but it's also part of the drive to acquire also. So esteem is also all about self-esteem, respect from others, and recognition, success, and appreciation, and career development, etc. Yeah. And self-actualization, I'm going to also show you the Maslow's theory of needs, the hierarchy itself. It's also, and the last one is self-actualization. It's the top of the pyramid, actually. It's about the motivation, the creativity, and self-expression. Well, first of all, I want to tell that the realization and the implementation of these 4 drivers at the same time is the peak point, is the maximum point of the motivation for the employee. Only in case if they are realized all together. But if they are realized partly, differently from each other at completely different periods of time, it won't be successful as they are together. So coming back to Maslow's theory, I think that it's quite explicit that those first two factors can be somehow realized with the financial ones. Because you can drink, you can buy the water and drink, and the safety, the security of your body, and etc. All those can be realized, can be implemented using money. But at the exact point, you will feel that employee is somehow not motivated enough, not happy at all, because there's always, every single worker has the point when he reaches the exact point and he thinks that, okay, money and my salary is stable and it's normal, it's quite standard, but this job suitable for me? Is it enough for me? Well, he's not thinking about the fact that if there is any alternative, better alternative, if he will get the same amount of money in another place or not. The only thing that he cares at that moment, the motivation from all the stuff that is going on around him. Well, this is actually like brief information about the theories. I don't want to like stuck on this kind of stuff a lot. I just want to show all the examples and all the real life stuff that for you to understand it better. So Google is actually well, it's a quite well-known company, and based on their corporate website, not the google.com, but they have their special corporate website there where you can get all the information about that. Well, they are building great products with the help of great people. That's actually their trump card, what they are trying to do. And when the founders of the company, which is Larry Page and Sergey Brin, they wanted to form a kind of a company culture which is not standard, monotone, or stereotype one. So they wanted to go for something more creative. So in that case, for me, well, Google, based on this strategy, Google became one of the most, first of all, they were in top 100 between best companies based on the Fortune, and then in 2011 they were in top 4, and now in 2012 they were number 1 based on the Fortune 2012. As I told, it's the information about from CNN Money, by the way. So if you want to check, you can check it easily. Number of employees, I'm sure that it's now approximately 36,000, despite the fact that they are facing some troubles with the crisis and etc. But they are like the best number 1 company to work for. So, and in that case, in that border of forming a great company culture, I think that Googleplex can be considered as the best pure example of how they do their job. So I want to show you a short video, which is just 3 minutes, in order for you to understand what I mean. Of course, they are offering several financial package of several financial motivations, which is security, insurance, and etc., the accommodation and all the stuff. By the way, they have approximately 70 offices in 40 countries, but Googleplex still remains their main trump card, main joker in this area, in this industry. So I'm going to show you the video for you to understand what I exactly mean in that case.
Everyone works hard, everyone plays hard, and everyone's happy. It's a lot like a college atmosphere. It's very relaxed, you can tell. We have a great time. It's about having fun.
I would say that Google's very, very energetic compared to the other places that I've worked. It's very young and very vibrant.
People working at Google, as we call them, are almost to every single person. Curious, creative, smart, inventive people, and with a wide range of disciplines and areas of expertise, when you put them all together in a room, you just have great conversations and a lot of innovation and a lot of really interesting things happen.
Google's headquarters in Mountain View, California, which the company likes to refer to as the Googleplex, is this amazing combination of a corporate campus and a university playground. Google employees are coddled in almost every way imaginable. There's a lap pool, there are pool tables, there are mini kitchens throughout the campus so that you can get a bite to eat whenever you want to. There's a dry cleaning facility, there's a laundry facility. You can bring your dogs to work. It's not your standard corporate America in terms of, people don't wear suits, they don't, well, some people wear suits, but, it's just casual. And people are accepting and usually pretty friendly because of that. I think it's mostly because of the benefits that we get. I like to sleep in. So I'll come in around 11 or so, and that's just fine. I get my work done, and everyone's very cool with that. The perk that blows everybody away at Google is the free food. It's not just free. It's not just 3 meals. It's also good.
Notice that there's no dress code inside as well.
Also varied.
And it's also led to a phenomenon called the Google 15. And this is like the freshman 15, where new employees at Google often put on a lot of weight because they're so well fed.
And I'd like to say, for me, it's actually the Google 25, and I'm still working on it. They do put gyms around the campus so that you can try to work off the Google 15. I'm trying to get back to my free Google weight.
This is Slice Cafe. Slice I like a lot because they do like organic foods and it's a nice place to hang out. I'm actually meeting with my designer here today and we're talking over some of the designs that we're working on, and we like this place because it's very casual. It's kind of a laid back atmosphere for us.
The hardest thing we do today is try to find great people, and We actually have far more jobs than we have people to fill, so we spend a lot of time trying to find great people. We actually get a resume every 25 seconds. And so keeping up with that flow is actually a lot of work.
I joke with my bosses that I would go and work there every day even if they didn't pay me. And they're just, nice enough to not take me up on that. But I really think that what gets me out of bed in the morning is this idea that I can go to work and work with some of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my life who challenge me to think in a way that I've never thought before.
Well, this actually helps us to deal with the time management. So, what I was going to say, this is the amazing, for me it's an amazing example that for a person who spent his 7 years, like for all the student years abroad, it's an amazing example of the union of all the brightest and the best. They come together, they brainstorm, and the common goal for them is just to form and come up with the blockbuster and to keep to take their company as high as possible. And every single person, even the dogs there that come to their company, they understand that why they are there actually. So first of all, before starting with the beer store, I want to tell, well, their main goal was to form a kind of a growth mindset, establishing a positive and a common growth mindset. But is there anybody who knows the difference between growth mindset and fixed mindset? No, okay. I will just explain simply. Fixed mindset, in case if you fail your exam, you start like crying, like, come on, I'm stupid, I'm foolish, I can't pass this single exam, blah, blah, blah. But in case if it's a growth mindset, you say that, well, I failed now, but I will try harder and I will manage to pass the exam. But that's the very simple difference between them. So for growth mindset, I think that is quite okay. But the fact that you have fixed mindset doesn't necessarily mean that you will fail. Because I know at least 2 examples of people, quite famous people, who managed to deal and get their goal. First was Lee Iacocca, the guy who was fired, or not fired, but just left Ford because of his problems with Henry Ford, and he went to Chrysler and he saved the company from crisis. So I think that, yeah, in 80s and 90s, something like that, he had really crazy advertisements where he played the role himself. He was signing the documents for the warranty for the customers himself as well. He was like, guys, here I am. He made his salary just $1, his official salary. Well, he had one advertisement where he says that, guys, come test our cars, we will pay you $50. Well, we're not foolish, but we are confident. That was actually his trump card. And he had also one advertisement where he was saying like, well guys, here's our car, this is the way we are producing the car, so in case if you want to buy it and you still think that this car is not good enough, okay, if you find a better one, just go for it. Just buy another car if it's better. And then second one is Carlos Ghosn. I don't know how it's pronounced. Well, the Brazilian guy. He went from, he was the CEO of. He is actually the CEO of Nissan, the combination of Nissan and Fiat in Japan. And this guy also, he made all the company learn English. He didn't learn Japanese himself. He made all the companies, guys, go and learn. Of course, it was like, he had a lack of time. It might cause him lose their time as well, and etc. But the main aim was that they just go for it. Well, here for Beiersdorf, the main what they did on a way. Well, they went for 5 characteristics of the leadership. 4 characteristics of the leadership. One is setting direction, concrete, open direction. Like guys, just go for it, just do it. Second is alignment. It's a climate and company culture inside. Motivation. That's the fact what we are talking about. I will give an example, more specific example. And problem solving. Well, they have their special problem solving. So in case if you have internal problems in your company, you have to just deal more calm, without aggression and this kind of negative aspects. What they did, they come up with 2 kind of behaviors: blue behavior and red behavior. Of course, blue behavior is the way how to deal the right way, and the red behavior is that, guys, don't do that. So for the first one, it's just an example for you to understand what it's about. Of course, they have much more there. So get tasks done without breaking relations. That's actually what I was talking about, the climate inside the company, etc. Keep your work-life balance. Well, I also have, I don't remember the name of the furniture company, furniture manufacturer in Turkey, but, sorry? In Turkey. One of the biggest manufacturers of furniture in Turkey. Their CEO, not the CEO, but the actual owner and founder of the company has one clue. But whenever he wants somebody to be appointed as a leader of one group or as a department director or something, he suddenly goes to a family visit without any permission and without any SMS, and he never says like, hey guys, I'm coming. He just knocks the door, goes inside, okay, I'm here just to sit and to talk to him and whatever. When they ask just like why you are doing this, I mean, without any permission, without anything, that he says that, well, I want to see the atmosphere and in his family. So in case if he didn't manage, if he's not managing to deal with 4 or 5 people, there's no way that tomorrow he will be able to deal with 100 or 200 people. So I really don't know which company was it, but I just forget. If you know any furniture manufacturers, just give me a clue so that maybe I will remember it. So okay. Yeah, I appreciate each other. It's quite simple one, just to say like, thank you very much, you're a big bar, yeah. Well, and of course, yeah, red behavior, showcasing the long work hours. I know Hanım is aware of that. In one of our last meetings with our general manager, he told us like, guys, I don't want to see you in the office after 6:30. Just leave the office, just go away. And I don't want to see you before 8:30. We have special cards to enter to reach the 4th floor. So after 6:30, elevator is blocked. There's no way that I can go to upstairs for the office. This is only with the fire stairs. But he just wants us to leave to go home because he really believes that after 8 or 9 hours, there's no way that we can work efficiently. So it's better to leave it for tomorrow and work with tomorrow. And then, yeah, Beiersdorf launched their blue dollars. I don't have the picture, but well, it's probably just a piece of paper. Whenever you act blue, it just comes. Your manager comes to you and gives you the blue dollars, like here you are, and you can feel this motivation that yes, I am acting the right way. Universal, it's our company. Well, one of the most important, when I had my interview with our general manager, one of my, let's say, requirements or demands or whatever was to participate in the decision-making process. Well, he promised me that, and he's keeping it. Anti-long work hours. So that's actually what I was talking about, the opportunity to use your skills. I've mentioned one fact that in our company, nobody is suddenly fired or whatever. In case if you are here, for example, as a business development manager and you are struggling to deal with all the tasks that you are given, we just our now existing general manager insist on rotation system. So in case there's like quite a lot of it's quite possible that there are exact circumstances that you think that I will be good in sales. Well,
I don't have any information about your company.
Well, short information, we are industrial suppliers of professional tools, mostly. So, and we are the strategic partner of Bosch. We are one of 4 dealers and strategic partner of Bosch, and also dealers of such companies like Stanley, etc. So everything for construction. We are just suppliers. And we recently launched our Technomall. I was going to tell about in the privilege part and creativity and goals. We recently launched our mall, our shopping mall, which is one of the biggest malls in Baku. It's in Ahmed Rajabli, Ahmed Rajabli 19, and I think that we're one of the first to launch interactive showroom. So in case if you want to try any tools, any professional tools, we have a special room, like noise isolated also. So you enter the room, you close the door, and you start trying there like in store. So.
And sorry, and it's the only techno mall in the Caucasus.
Yeah. And Bosch representative told us that we also have the longest stand for Bosch in Europe, I guess. Yeah.
The longest stand for Bosch.
Well, and that's actually, it's kind of a privilege, and that's actually what makes you like be proud of a company that, yeah, I'm part of this team. I was like, when your general manager, when your managers in general administrators come to you and say, guys, thank you very much. Like one day before the official opening, they said, thank you very much. Even in case if you did a little part of job work here, thank you very much, guys. There's no way that we could, that there's no way actually that we can somehow deal with this problem without you. So, and I'm working for this company for 1 month approximately, and you can feel all the team building or the team atmosphere there, since like even the sales guys were helping, even I was actually helping to make our stands, our Bosch stands there, so guys were working until 8, sometimes until 9. So you can feel the air of team building and teamwork. Sorry?
Do you have an exhibition there?
No, we have showroom. We have showrooms, a store, you can go and see all the products. Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm kind of a friend, well, almost friends with Bahadur. I mean, I know Khan can approve it, so there's no actual borders. We're playing soccer with our CEO. I mean, he's coming before us, he is ordering the tea, we're drinking tea, we're then playing football. So this is the kind of facts that makes you not only motivated, but also love and feel the difference that, yeah, we're different from other kind of companies. Because for our market it's quite hard to find this kind of stuff, since most of the companies are family companies.
This is the value of company.
Yeah, that's actually, yes, and this is the added value. Yeah, that's added value. Talking about the team building, I think that there's no need to tell you about what is team building made of, why it's important. I think that everybody knows that here.
Yeah.
So I want to play a game, small game. It's about team building, and it's about trust as well. Trust to your rivals, let's say, and trust to your friends and etc. So let's divide groups to round. Okay. So you have to choose what you're going to show to your fans, let's say. Either it's going to be comedy or action. You will come here and tell us, well, we decide to go for action. Okay? And this team also comes to me and says we'll go for action as well. So you both receive +3, you receive +3 also. So after each round, I will turn the stand to you and you will see the points. Okay. And in case you want, you will just go. Each person can go outside and negotiate there for 30 seconds. Like one representative from this team and one representative from this team will go outside and talk to each other. And basically round 3 and round 4 we will have challenge. Kimi de gelmeli? Hani? Kimi de gelmeli? Sadece kağısı gösterir, nasıl seçtiler? Well, we A1 and B1, you lose like -3. Burada komedi, yani Azərbaycan neyse, komedi kinosuna demişlər səfərimizin mənfi altıda action edilen bir məlumatlar, yani burada hamısı göstərilir. Yani aydındır, yani kontekst nəyin üzərindədir. Yenidən başlıyorsa bunu devam edeceğiz. Gidelim.
Hər rounddan sonra dağlar açıqlanacaq.
Aha. Hər rounddan sonra.
Ben istemedim.
Olmasa yapılır.
Какой-то интерес есть денежный или что-то подобное?
Şöyle bir bezet yani. Bütün gençliğin üç hal-hazırda. Sizdə 3, burada biraz birləşiklər ikisi də gedəcəklər. Aslında bunu biraz, yani uzun çəkir bu. Bunu biraz həmə komandalarda azdır, bunu biraz qısaldıb, negotiation ərsiz indi gedə bilərsiniz. Nədir indi? Hər komandanın bir nümayəndəsi çölə çıxıb rəqib komandanla danışıqlar apara bilər. Ki bundan sonra strategiyamız bu olsun, belə eləyəm. 5 masaya cibə basıram, belə sayılır. Yəni mən çıxıldım. Danışıqlara razısınız siz? A3-dən B3. Bir nəfər siz? Tamam, var. Adnamı? Bu grup böyle görsellik yola gitmek güzel yok. Her şey ayrı.
Everyone wanna gain class 6. That's our yes, our strategy, and that's why no one gained anything.
Well, if you won't go for action, you will gain frustrated all the time. So that's the point actually. Well, now, Azərbaycan пятый раунд сейчас, как мы договаривались, в какой-то степени, то есть, ну, я говорил, не знаю, услышал кто нет. Ладно, то есть в третьем и пятом раунде будут повторные переговоры. Сейчас пятый раунд повторные переговоры. И если есть желающие, то 30 секунд, не больше, так как уже время поджимает. Mənfi 6-dan 0-a qalxdılar. A1 komandası.
Bir dəqiqə.
Mənfi 12.
Mənfi 12 bizdədir.
Mənfi 6 idi. Mənfi 12 oldu. Burada elə düşüş davam edir. Burada hər iki komanda nəticədə danışıqlar nəticə verdi. Сейчас последний раунд. İndi pointslər double'dır.
Yes! Pizza
Double getdi, double. Hər ikisi mənfi 3 idi.
Я требую приз. Я
Еще один раунд.
Они опять дерутся.
Мы отказываемся.
У нас это произошло. Да, да. Bizdə İngilizcə əməlli başı qışqırmağa başladı. Görəsən nə edirsən? В принципе...
Тут все ясно, по-любому.
Дальше тоже как комедия? Никто не хочет выиграть?
Нет, ты делаешь.
Хорошо. Sadəcə sistemi qurmaqla deyil, eyni zamanda keyfiyyətli bu sistemə otura biləcək adamları seçmək çox mühüm bir məsələdir. Yəni sadəcə biraz mövzudan kənar da ola bilər, amma sadəcə paylaşmaq istədiyim bir videodur. Heineke'nin Kandidat adlı bir proyekti idi. Yəni bəlkə də oğlandan çoxsu görür, işte hətta xanımlar da görüblər. Yəni çox ürəyimcə olan bir futbol həvəskarı olaraq çox ürəyimcə olan bir videodur. Onu paylaşmaq istəyirəm.
What's your management style?
Passionate. Passion.
And what's your biggest weakness?
Being stubborn. Stubborn, I think.
Okay, give me one reason why I should hire you.
Because sports is my passion.
I'm really passionate about football.
Really like a football.
When you are looking for a job for an interview,
teeth are brushed.
If you look good, you feel good.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Vincent Hello.
Okay, Reeds. Okay. And so you liked it when we were walking hand in hand?
It made me feel comfortable, yes.
Oh, interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your time, I suppose.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Mr.
bye.
Russell, have a very nice weekend.
Thank you.
Sir, are you sure?
I'm fine. I'll get a little water in a second.
Okay, you say no.
Stay like this.
If we're talking about money, how much money do you think you would like to have for the position? Last time this happened was at a disco.
The disco day?
Fire and passion or cold and calculated?
I would say cold and calculated because...
Wrong answer.
Fire and passion. Other people get infected by my enthusiasm.
You think I'm getting infected right now?
We need to go. Come, Simon, Mr. Ross,
okay.
Please. Come on, we need to get going.
Missing a hand here. Can you help us, please? Can you help us, please?
There's a fire or something.
We have a gap here, sir. This one. Hold your weight back. Okay, he's okay. Okay.
And do not forget, great ideas never come to you when you are working on deadline. Bu referanslardır, ihtiyacınız olanda, ihtiyacınız varsa daha doğrusu, bu artikellərdir və s. Bu aldığım bu researchlərdir, hansı linklərdən və necə, neçəncədə yazılı o bütün məlumatlarına sebebdir. The end. Teşekkür ederim. Çok sağ olun.